Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we are jumping right back into our RP, and we are out here at the shop currently on the highway hauling region. Now, if you haven't seen some of the previous episodes of this RP series, I definitely recommend heading over to the channel and checking them out because there's full details on how we actually came about picking up this shop, and also how we came about all of the different vehicles that you guys see in the parking lot right here. And also a little bit more in depth on kind of how this sort of RP business works in this particular playthrough. Now, what we're going to do today, though, is we are going to be house shopping. And it's always a really fun time when you get to pick out a new house. And today, we're going to fire this thing up, fire up the good old Ford, and get out on the highway and head for a new area called Redlawn Preserve. There's some really, really sick houses out there. Can't believe I left this truck in reverse. But there's some really sick houses out there, and I really want us to be able to not only find one that works for us, but really pick one out and kind of establish a little bit of an operation out there. So let's go ahead and get out onto the main road. We're gonna get stopped right here at the main stop sign. And before we get out on the highway, because it is quite a drive, we should stop by the gas station to make sure we're all fueled up, and also maybe grab a few snacks for the trip. Whoa, this thing got a little squirrely when the boost kicked in there. I gotta be a little bit more careful with it, I guess. All right, let's pull on in and make sure we are all fueled up, which we are. Really not much of anything to fuel up in there, but we'll head on inside and see if there's anything we need, grab a couple of things, and then get back out on the highway. Let's make our way out of the gas station. Our main house on this map is actually down there to the right behind the gas station, and it's a really nice place. I really dig it, and I really like what we've got going on here, but I would really like to kind of find a new home base for us on Redlawn. And what's really cool about this is that at this point we have home bases on multiple maps. So no matter which area we're in, we always have kind of a home to go to where we can store our trucks, and we can also park anything else that we might have with us on maybe like a trailer or even in the bed of a truck. All right, let's go ahead and get stopped. And now it's time to roll onto the boost and get out onto the highway. Let's go. Full power. Come on. Stay away from the guardrail. Okay, maybe full power is not maybe right now is not the time for full power. Let's go. Oh, getting sideways in like 6th gear. Freaking sending it, dude. Oh, let's not wreck. Let's not wreck right off the bat. Okay. We didn't hit anything, so we're fine. But let's go ahead and catch back up with y'all once we get to Redlawn. Well, we've been driving for quite a while now on the highway, and we're finally starting to make our way into the Redlawn area. And now it's time to figure out which house is the best one for us. Now, I've had a couple of them kind of on my radar, sort of on my mind, but I do want to still look through and just kind of see what's out there, because this map does have, or I should say this area, does have some really cool options in terms of places to live. So let's make our way across the river right here. And I will say, there's a shop back there kind of tucked into the trees that is actually like, it's not a lot of people realize that the shop is like right off the highway like that, but like it's really cool because it keeps it like, you know, somewhat hidden to a degree. Now right off the bat, you got this cool house like right here chilling on the corner. It's not fully what I'm looking for, but it's definitely one that I may look at for the future. Now I love this, like the welcome to Redlawn with the population right there on the sign. We got a house right here. We got a house right here. And actually, well, no, that house is pretty freaking sick. Let's run our radar real quick. Got it mounted right there in the dash. Now, this house, I might stop to check out because the cool thing about this one is the fact that you have this awesome entryway right here, and you have a barn. I mean, you've got the house kind of up here on a hill. This is definitely one that I may consider, and I really like what they've kind of done with the, I know like it's like a very stereotypical saying, but I love what you've done with the place. Now, but I really do, that's the thing. I dig the location. I love how it's like right near the town, but it's also right near some of the off-road trails, and it's got its own barn, and it's got a bunch of parking. So that one's definitely on my list, and I love this like gigantic, not even like an archway, but like an entryway that you drive through in order to get to the house. You have this one right here as well. That one's like pretty small, pretty chill, but that would be a pretty cool like rental property if people were coming out into this area, you know, maybe to like go wheeling or something and they needed a place to stay for a weekend. That'd be a cool place for that. This one I'm definitely considering because it does have a decent sized yard, it's got a decent amount of parking, and it's got a little carport right here. Now, we would probably have to remove said Dodge Durango from that, you know, from that particular carport if we decided to go with this house, but this one is definitely another consideration, and I will say, when I look at it in photo mode, I'm kind of digging it. Like, I kind of feel like, you know, at least when I brought this particular truck out here, I feel like this little, you know, the yard, the fence, I really like the little piece of property here with the house, and I think the carport is a really cool little touch. So let's make our way to the next one now. And the closer we get to town, the more these houses start to get a little bit more like, the more features they have. I love this one right here. This one is awesome. It's got its own little yard. It's got like a really, really nice size house. And it's also got a barn connected to it, which you could of course use for like, you know, either vehicle storage or if you actually wanted to use it for actual like, you know, barn things, you totally could. I mean, this place is definitely, you know, like, essentially able to be used for all sorts of different types of things. Now, once we get a little bit closer to town, I mean, town is literally right up there. You've also got this one right here. This one is pretty cool. And this one, does it come with the military truck? Like the A&K MK38? Like, if it comes with that, I mean, well, is it here? Yes. Is it unlocked? Yes. Are the keys in it? Let's find out. Yeah, I would assume if they left it unlocked and left the keys in it, it's ours with the house. So, I'm definitely all about that. All right, now I will say that, if that's included with the house, then that must mean that, like, the Scout and the Hummer are probably included as well. I'd probably sell them, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Definitely considering this one, though. This one is, like, properly legit. And I think this one's really high up on my list. Not even kidding. Like, that one is properly up there. I love this one, though. Like, it's kind of, like, it's cool, because it's, like, it's got its own little parking area. It's actually super cute with, like, how small it is, but, like, I still dig it. Now, along the highway up here, you've got quite a few houses that border along the river, and really any of these would be totally usable. I like the fact that they're right near the town itself. And not only are they right near the town itself, but they're also right near the gas station, which could be extra convenient. What is this? Oh, it's like a fishing shop right near the river. That's awesome. And then you come to the farmhouse. And the farmhouse, I'm definitely curious about. I would be lying if I said I wasn't considering the farmhouse. I think I have a pretty good idea which one I'm gonna go with. But even then, you know, now pulling up, you know, to the farmhouse, parking in front of the barn, and just kind of looking around at everything, I'm like, yeah, this place is pretty cool. I mean, to be able to kind of overlook the town, overlook the highway, and then have your, you know, your cornfield right here, have your barn, your silo, that's pretty legit stuff. And I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a good farmhouse, but I think I know which one I want to go with. I really do. And it might not be the one that you guys are expecting. So I think we're going to fire the truck back up, and we're going to head over to the house that I ended up deciding on. And don't worry, all the paperwork has already been done. It's ours. We're good to go. Just got off the phone, and I think we're in a pretty good place with this one. So let's head right on back down the highway. Full boost this time. Oh boy, come on. I think you get a little understeery when you lay into the boost for too long. A little on the sketch side. Easy. I cannot believe how long I locked the brakes up for. All right, is it going to be the next one down, or is it going to be this one? I'm going to give you all a couple seconds to think. Well, depending on which one you picked, you were either right or you were, I guess, incorrect. It's this one. This is our new house out here on Redlawn, and now we get to go through the process of kind of kind of designing it the way we want, setting up all of the vehicles the way we want, and sort of organizing everything, you know? And that's not to say we might not sell this place later on down the road and move into another house out here, but for the meantime, this is definitely the one that I think works the best for us. So let me know in the comment section down below if you like our choice of house. Let me know which one you would have picked. And also, let me know which ones of our trucks we should start bringing over to the new house. I mean, I think we could probably run the shop out of the barn anyway. The barn's plenty big. But with that being said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the RP. And if you did, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.